Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to those for elect. Alright, and for this video, I just wanted to, quickly get into how salvation is only for the nation of Israel. Alright, and to prove that point, I wanted to go into Cornelius a little bit, because if you don't know, alright, again, salvation is only for Israel. Who's Israel? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And then you have what? You have the Israelites that are scattered amongst these other nations. And they are known as the Israelite foreigners. Alright, when the scriptures make reference to the Gentiles in the New Testament and salvation, that's speaking of Israelite foreigners. Alright, Israelites that are scattered amongst these other nations. And Cornelius, that I wanted to focus on, see, I got a little bit of info right here. Cornelius the centurion, alright, meaning he was a leader of 100 people. Centurion, it says Cornelius was a Roman centurion who was considered by Christians to be the first Gentile to convert to the faith. You see, as related in Acts of the Apostles. Okay, and that's off, right? We know that these Christians, Christianity, they don't got the truth. They don't got the true breakdown of the scriptures. All right, so it says that Cornelius is considered to be the first Gentile converted to the faith. All right, and that's not the case. All right, there is no such thing as conversion. All right, you can't convert to being the Israelite. Okay, you either are Israelite or you're not. All right, it's a bloodline, it's a nationality. Okay, and throughout time, what you have is, let me get this one scripture. Psalms 44:11. It says, "Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and hast scattered us among the heathen." See, clear as day, and has scattered us among the heathen. So we've been scattered among the heathen. Okay, and Cornelius is that. He's nothing but somebody who was scattered amongst the heathen. Alright, there's no such thing as converting to the faith. You can't magically transform over to an Israelite. You either are an Israelite or you're a heathen. Okay, and what's a heathen? Let me go into that word. Going to that word right here. Alright, for heathen it says what? Gawoy. Alright, Gawoy. And it says nation usually of non-Hebrew people. Alright, usually of non-Hebrew people. And that's the point. Usually of non-Hebrew people. That's what a heathen is. It's someone that's not an Israelite. You're not a Hebrew Israelite. Okay. So, wanted to make that point really fast, just to let it be known that Cornelius, even though we've been like this scripture says right here, we've been scattered amongst the heathen. All right, a heathen being another nation other than the Israelite. We're still not the heathen, man. You may look physically like them. All right. Now, wanted to get a few scriptures here in Acts. This is Acts 10:1. It says, "There was a certain man in Caesarea, called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band." Okay, so he was a part of the, when you look this up, he was a part of the Roman army. It says, verse 2, it says, "A devout man, and one that feared the Most High with all his house, which gave much alms to the people, and prayed to God always." Always. You see, but this right here shows you that he was an Israelite just in this one verse. Okay, it said a devout man and one that feared the Most High with all his house. Okay, these heathens, they don't fear the Lord. Okay, these heathens do not fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They don't have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. A heathen does not have faith. Okay, Cornelius, he feared the Lord and he had faith. That's why I said, which gave much alms to the people and prayed to God always, showing you that he's an Israelite. Now, when you go right here, okay, in Psalms 2:1, it says what? Why do the heathen rage, and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord. You see that? Against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. So clearly right here, these heathens are against the Lord, man. These heathens don't pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We just read their mentality right here. It said, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? What's that vain thing? That they're going to come into power, you know? Case in point, the Chinese, the Moab, all right? Moab, what? What do they think? They think that after Esau and America is destroyed, they think that they're going to be the ones to come up into power. And that's a vain thing. All right, the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed. So these heathens are against us, man. They're our enemy. Okay? A heathen doesn't fear. They don't believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. There's no salvation for the heathen. Because what is salvation anyway? All right, it's being delivered from your enemies, man. And our heathens are the enemies. You know, so how is there salvation for the heathen? That we are getting saved from these heathens, man. But let me just keep reading right here in a little bit. It says, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. So clearly the Lord is not he's not with these heathens, man. You know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is against all these other nations. Okay? Now, like we're going into, you have Israelites that are scattered amongst these other nations. Case in point, Cornelius. However, what? Salvation is still only for Israel. Okay? Because the Lord is looking for the ones that have faith in his names, Yahweh, Why Yahweh Shai. The Lord is looking for the ones that have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Alright, and if you have faith, if you truly have faith in those names, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you truly believe and fear those names, then you're an Israelite. Okay, it doesn't matter how you look. It's just about if you truly have faith. Now let me keep going down. But let me just keep reading right here. Right? And it says, actually, yeah, I'll keep reading, then I'll go down. All right, verse 3 says, he saw in a vision, evidently about the 9th hour of the day, an angel of the Most High coming into him and saying unto him, Cornelius. And when he looked on him, he was afraid and said, what is it, Lord? And he said unto him, thy prayers and thine alms are come up for a memorial before the Most High. See, this right here shows you that Cornelius is an Israelite as well. Alright, the Lord's not listening to these heathens' prayers. Okay, so how did his prayer come up as a memorial before the Most High? It's because he's an Israelite. The Lord don't listen to heathens' prayers. Alright, I think if I can find this one scripture really fast. Yeah, Matthew 6 and 7. But when you pray, use not vain repetitions, as the heathen do. For they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. Right? But what? They're not heard. Okay? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai doesn't listen to a heathen. Alright? And hey, like I said, it's more than just, yeah, you got so-called white people, which go back to Esau, Edom, alright, the most wicked, what the scriptures make reference to these so-called white people, another name for them is the wicked, according to the scriptures. All right, and they go back to, like I said, a man named Esau, Edom. They be known as Edomites. All right, those are heathens. Then you got, Moab, Ham, Cush, all these different nations, and you got their names today. The Chinese, Korean, Ethiopian. Okay, you have all these different heathen nations, but what? Us as a people, us as a nation, we've been scattered amongst them. Meaning, throughout throughout history, the Israelite men, we've slept with these heathen women. You know, and our seed has been scattered amongst them. But still, like we're reading here, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai only deals with Israel. So I'm going to keep going down here in Acts 10. Acts 10 and 22. It says, "And they said, Cornelius, the centurion, a just man, and one that feared the Most High, and of good report among all the nation of the Jews, was warned from the Most High by an holy angel to send for thee into his house, and to hear words of thee." All right, give me one moment. Okay, so it said, "and to hear words of thee." Now, going to this verse, it said he was a just man. Now, when you go into this word just, all right, it means righteous. All right. All right, it says what? Righteous, observing divine laws. Okay. In a wide sense, upright, righteous, virtuous. Now, when it said that he was a just man and one that feared the Most High, what does that mean? He was a just man. A just man, he was righteous, meaning he had faith. All right, because what is our righteousness? Okay, what is our righteousness? It does not come by keeping the laws, although we try to the best of our ability. Our righteousness comes by what? Faith. And how do you prove that? Romans 1:17. "For therein is the righteousness of the Most High revealed from faith to faith. As it is written, the just shall live by faith." So going over here in Acts 10, when it said Cornelius was a just man, meaning he was a man that had faith. He had faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, showing you that he had to be an Israelite. Okay, because these heathens, they don't have faith. All right, they don't have faith in the Lord. All right, they don't believe in the Lord. All right, they don't fear the Lord. Okay, they don't do what he said. Going into that word just, it had, observing the divine laws. See, if you fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you're going to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. So it says, "And of good report among all the nation of Jews, was warned from the Most High by an holy angel to send for thee into his house and to hear the words of thee." All right, so case in point, Cornelius feared Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and he had faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, so he was an Israelite. Okay, so this right here, more proof that only Israelites can be saved, man, because the scriptures have never dealt with heathens in salvation. All right, I got one more scripture, Psalms 147 and 19. "He sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel." All right, who's Israel? God's chosen people. All right, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and anybody else whose spirit truly believes and resonates with these words, man. If you have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So he sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. All right, clear as day. He hath not dealt so with any nation. "And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord." See, these heathens don't know the judgments, man. They don't know the Lord. Okay? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is coming back to deliver what? His elect, man. Meaning the chosen within the nation of Israel. All right, and only the Israelites are the ones that are receiving salvation. Only the elect, all right, is going to receive salvation in these times from the destruction of America, which we know is what, Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures, man. So with that, Lord willing, this video was edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash, Shalom.